Don't let anybody ever tell you you can't, because you got it, girl. You got it. You can do this. I believe in you. You a bad bee. You can do this stuff. You don't need nobody to tell you you can or you can't do it, girl. You got it.
Kiss me to sleep, and please catch the wind if I can't breathe it, and send it when I leave. But if I never get to heaven, will you find a way to me? And if I never get to heaven, say you'll come and rescue me. Please catch my tears. Yeah, will you carry me? Or do I deserve to walk alone? The only father that I've ever known. Don't leave me here on my own. And if I never get to heaven, do you think I'll still be free? And if I never get to heaven, say you'll come.
Hey guys, it's Asha and I am back with another video. This time it is without food. I'm going to be giving you 11 tips on how to lose weight successfully and how to keep it off. So here we go. I'm going to make this video as short as possible and to the point because I cannot stand videos that are super long and dragged out. Like, I just want to get to the point and I just want to learn how to do it very fast. So I'm going to try to provide that for you guys today. Step number 1, drink loads of water. When I say water, like loads of water. When I lost 20 pounds in 1 month, I was drinking a gallon of water a day. And this is very crucial. I used to think that drinking water was not very important. I used to think that it was just something that people would say to do because it's supposedly healthy for you. But no, drinking water is very, very important for multiple reasons. And one of those reasons is that water keeps you full. So the reason why people suggest you eat a lot of vegetables and you eat a lot of fruits is because fruits and vegetables are filled with water and water keeps you full. So if you eat vegetables instead of, say, a piece of cake, you're gonna stay fuller for longer because those vegetables have more water, and water naturally keeps your stomach full and satisfied. So that's why it is very important to drink water. Example, you go one day eating 1,000 calories and drinking a gallon of water that day. You're super full, you don't feel hungry, you don't feel like you're missing anything. The next day, you eat 1,000 calories, those same 1,000 calories you ate the day before, but you only have like 1 or 2 water bottles a day. And you, for some reason, are just super duper hungry and your stomach is growling and you don't know why. Because you're drinking less water. That's why you need to drink a lot of water, because it keeps you very, very full. And keep in mind that if you do this, like you do drink a lot of water, you're gonna have to go to the bathroom a lot, and sometimes it's uncomfortable, sometimes you get annoyed with it and you're just like, I don't want to do this anymore. Just keep with it. You know, if you feel like you don't need to drink as much water, scratch that. You probably do need to drink as much water as you think you need to drink. But yes, just keep drinking water because it keeps you very full, and it will literally not even, it will just get away. It will keep all your cravings to a minimum. Like, you probably won't even have any. When I was losing weight and I was drinking a gallon of water a day, I didn't crave chocolate, I didn't crave cake, I didn't crave donuts, I didn't crave pizza, burgers, blah, blah, blah. I didn't crave any of that stuff because I was so full all the time because of this water that I was constantly sipping on and, you know, drinking. So that's why it's very important to drink water. I would say the minimum for anybody is probably a gallon, but some people might think that's far-fetched. But if you research, it tells you how much water you should be drinking per ounce of body weight. So if you want to Google that, I will put it right here and it will tell you exactly what you need to know. I mean, how much water you need to drink. Okay, step number 2. In order to lose any type of weight, you have to be in a caloric deficient. What is exactly a caloric deficient? Okay, this is any shortage in the amount of calories consumed relative to the amount of calories required for maintenance of current body weight, and that is straight from Google. So this means that you have an amount of calories that you can consume and maintain weight. You must be below that by some count each day, okay, to lose weight. So this means if my body needs approximately, let's say, 1,500 calories to just maintain the weight that I have, if I eat 1,200 for estimation, I will begin losing weight. This can simply be achieved by eating less or working out. It's up to you which one you rather do. You can do both. It will speed up the process. Personally, I did only the eating less part. I ate extremely less. That will be a separate video, but I didn't work out. Keep in mind, this whole entire month, I did not work out one bit. I was before working out, but before this whole 20 pounds in a month popped off, your girl was not on a treadmill, your girl was not lifting weights, she wasn't doing any of that stuff. She did this all just by her diet, strictly her diet. And losing weight, just remember, losing weight is 80% what you eat, 20% if you work out or not. So you don't have to work out. This is not for people who, you know, want to incorporate working out in their regimen. Like, it is, but this can be done. Everything I'm saying can be done without the whole working out part, because I didn't work out when I lost those 20 pounds. So you can do it. You can do anything you want to do, girl. So how many calories you take out of your diet depends on strictly how tall you are, how much activity you do per day, and you can calculate all of this on Google. There's a lot of websites. I'll attach some up here if you want to go check that out to calculate, you know, how much exactly you need to take out of your diet. Tip number 3. Commit to someone or something. This was a big thing for me. I could not lose this weight if I did not commit to one thing that meant the most to me. And that one thing is, hold on just a second and I'll tell you. The Lord, God, Jesus, like, oh my gosh. I became like the most dedicated ever Christian you have ever met in your whole entire life. Just kidding. No, but seriously, I told myself, Asha, you can do this. You can keep these calories this amount. You can really lose weight, and you can eat less. You can eat good foods. You can work out, blah, blah, blah. I did all of that. Nothing worked because I didn't have a motivation. I did not have any reason to be doing this. And then I thought about it. Before I go to bed at night, if I pray to God and I promise to God, someone that is very powerful and means a lot to me, that I will keep this consistency that I have to try and lose weight, then I will do it. And there's no saying I won't do it because I'm committing to Him and I'm promising Him. And I can't break a promise to God, who is the most powerful person on earth. So before this whole weight loss thing popped off, that night before, I prayed to God and I told Him and I promised Him, I will not break this promise. I will do this for me, for you. Like, I really did commit to Him, and I'm not being funny when I say this. Like, He was my Savior. If I did not commit to Him, promise to Him the night before this whole weight loss thing happened, it would have never happened, because I've been on this road before where, like, I've just tried for fun to lose weight and it would never happen. Like, I could never achieve it, and that's because I didn't have something to motivate me, someone to motivate me, or anything. So if you have one person who just means the most to you, or just someone that just really keeps you going, that really just motivates you to do something that you know that if you make a promise to, you can't break it because it's that specific person. If you have anything in your life like that, it's very important. Use it. Utilize it to the max when you were trying to do this. And if you don't, that's okay. You can find something that's simple out there. It doesn't have to be anything that just, you know, means the world to you. It can be something simple that you just decide to commit to, and that will just help you along the way. And it helps. It honestly did, and I'm so glad, because honestly this whole thing brought me closer to God, and now I pray all the time, and I thank Him for everything He's done for me, because without Him, like, I don't think it would have been possible, honestly. Step number 4 is a given. Be consistent. Always be consistent. Don't go, let's say, 4 out of 7 days of the week eating super healthy, and then like 3 days in between those 4 days eating like poop. You will not see results. You will get frustrated. You will want to give up. You won't be motivated because you won't see results, and this is why. Consistency will bring you results. If you're going to eat 5 out of 7 days very good, Do it for multiple weeks. Don't just do it for a week and then eat bad, have bad days in between. That's not going to help you. And you might have those bad days because of tip number 6. Step number 5. People never realize this, but it is an actual thing. Don't restrict yourself. This means one day you're craving chocolate super duper bad. You want a piece of chocolate super duper bad. Eat that chocolate. Work it into your caloric intake. Don't eat all your calories and then decide you want a piece of chocolate after that. Work it in so that you still are hitting those exact same numbers, but you're enjoying it too, so you don't feel like you're restricting yourself. And I will tell you what this leads to. Restricting yourself to the point where you crave something so badly that you're telling yourself so badly that you can't have because it's not good enough for your diet will lead you to binge. You might say, oh my gosh, there's no such thing. You're crazy. I can do this without that bad food. But maybe you can. Maybe your brain, your mind is not as strong enough as you think. Personally, when I lost weight, the very first time I ever lost weight, I came upon binging after my diet was over. It was the worst thing that ever happened to me. It makes me emotional thinking about it because I didn't know that this was a thing. I did not know that... I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know it was possible to feel this way. I thought like I knew binging was an eating disorder, but I didn't know that it could just happen to an everyday, ordinary person. And it did. It happened to me. So I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to make a different video about it. If you guys want to hear about, my exact story, then I'll tell you. I'll make a different video about it. But anyway, restricting yourself will lead to binging. So this can lead to yo-yo dieting. And yo-yo dieting, if you don't know what that is, it's where you have a successful, weight loss journey. You think it's successful, you lost weight, you're doing great. And then all of a sudden you start eating so much and eating all of these calories that you've been missing and all these foods that you have been so badly craving during your diet. And then that just leads you to gain weight back, which is why it's called yo-yo diet. Don't restrict yourself. If you want that chocolate, work that chocolate in your caloric intake, girl, okay? I'm telling you, because if you don't, it will only get to you in the end of your weight loss journey. Step number 6, don't force yourself to eat certain foods. And this goes hand in hand with the last tip. If you don't really like vegetables, don't force yourself to eat vegetables because you think it's healthy. Don't force yourself to eat rice and chicken because you think that's the only thing that's going to help you lose weight. Don't force yourself to do that. It's not going to be fun, and after your weight loss journey is over, you're never going to want those foods ever again, and it's just not going to benefit you in any sort of way. Number 7 is super important, and that is do not think you cannot train a bad diet. People I know, just people that have lost weight personally that I know, like friends, family, they have tried this silly stuff before, and I literally want to just smack them right in the head. You cannot out-train a bad diet. This means that if one day you just go out of the bandwagon and you just eat like 3,000 plus calories, and then you say, oh my god, I messed up, I have to work this off, and then you go to the gym an hour later and you're working so hard on that treadmill, going hard, burning like 1,000, 2,000 calories, like oh my gosh, you were going so hard because you think that if you ate this bad that you can just burn it all off and get back to your normal within that same day or even the day after. No, you cannot out-train a bad diet. It is impossible. It will not work. You will not see results. If you eat horrible on accident or you just fall off for one day, don't feel fed up with yourself. Don't be frustrated. Just get back to your normal routine the next day. Okay? Don't try and spend hours in the gym doing this stuff that you think is going to magically snatch that body back that you got super close to getting. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. I hate to say it, but if you do this, honestly, you're wasting your time because it's not going to work. You must be consistent, like I said before, and you have to just follow each week your routine, your regimen. Like, you just have to keep going, even if you have a bad day or two. Just get back up and keep going normally. Don't overwork yourself after you've eaten like, 3,000 plus calories or whatever you feel like you weren't supposed to do. Don't stress about it. Don't try and work it off because it's not going to happen like that. Tip number 8, stay busy. Try to find something that you enjoy doing or something that just keeps you busy. Like, it can be working. No one likes working, but like, anyway. go ask your job for some more hours, because that keeps you busy. It keeps you on your feet. Depending on what job you have, it keeps you busy, and you won't be thinking about food, because often what happens when you're losing weight, you think about all those fun foods that you wish you could just be snacking on, all those fast food restaurant places you just wish you could just be gorging on. But if you truly are busy and stay busy doing something, you won't feel this hunger, this craving. You won't feel that, because you're so busy doing other things that your body doesn't remember that you're on a diet and you're eating better foods, you know? Tip number 9, don't give up. If you feel like you're not seeing results, you feel like you're not getting anywhere, like nothing's working, just be consistent. Like I said, like you can really honestly do this. Like losing weight the very first time is the hardest thing you will ever do. But just know, if you do this the second time, it only gets easier. And I'm not saying you're going to be losing weight your whole entire life. But what I'm saying is, if you're just patient and consistent and you just don't give up, you can do this. Honestly, you can do this. Like, it doesn't take much. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, it doesn't take much. It just takes dedication. It just takes, you know, something to just get you going, and you can do this thing. Like, you can lose weight very, very easily than it seems. So I want you right now, if you're watching this video, if you're trying to lose weight, do it, girl. Don't stress about it. Don't think you can't do it, because you can do anything you want to do. If you put your mind to it, you can do anything you want to do. Step number 10, have a good support system. If you have friends, if you have family, anything that, you know, keeps you going in life, just in general, talk to them. You know, if you start seeing results, let them know, hey, I lost a pound this week, or I lost 2 or 3 pounds this week. And, you know, let the reactions just fill your heart with joy. Like, just, if you don't have this, like, you don't have to have a support system. But if you do, it makes it easier. It challenges you. It motivates you. You know, even if you have, like, someone that you are doing this with, grab a buddy and start doing it with your buddy. Like, it will motivate you, because you'll be in competition with that person. And, you know, competition, you just want to work harder because you want to be the best. So have that support system and just be able to do these things. Last tip was be patient, but I kind of already said that. Like, honestly, like, there is no secret to weight loss. Like, people try and do all these stupid diets that don't work. Diets don't work, first off. That was something I should have mentioned at the beginning of this video. Diets don't work. Stop dieting, because dieting, once again, will lead to binging. But anyways, sorry, going on rants here. Take before and after pictures. Some people like to take measurements. I never really took measurements, because I don't, like, if I look in the mirror, like, that's good enough. I see results from pictures, blah, blah, blah. Like, take pictures before and after. And the one thing I'm going to tell you to not do, don't be stepping on that scale every day looking like you finna lose a magical 1.5 pounds, because, honey, it ain't like that. Weighing yourself every day leads you to go mentally crazy, and it can turn into something worse than just losing weight. Pick one day of the week, every single week, or every other week, every 3 weeks, blah, 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 every once a month. Weigh yourself on the same day, and always do it in the morning, because in the morning your body has, you know, went through a stage of when you were sleeping, and you are replenished, and you will empty out your system, you know, in the morning, and, like, it's just the best time of the day to weigh yourself. Something I forgot to mention, if you guys want to hear my own personal weight loss story and, you know, how I utilize these tips, leave a comment below, or subscribe and like, and you will see more videos coming up with food and without food. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.